Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya ayyuhal muslimun. To the long-time listener and first-time visitor, we welcome you to this episode. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
الحمد لله رب العالمين العاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين اللهم صل على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تمسك بسنته إلى يوم الدين ثم أما بعد يا عباد الله يا مرحبا بكم. Welcome to What Muslims Believe, a captivating journey into the heart of one of the world's largest religions. Inshallah ta'ala, in this series, we want to explore the beliefs of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, the beliefs of the Muslims, those who are upon the Sunnah and those who are upon unity. These beliefs that shape the lives of the Muslims around the globe. So, whether you are new to Islam or you are looking to review your knowledge, or whether you are just curious about the beliefs of Islam and of the Muslims, then this is the series for you. So our aim is to foster a deeper, proof-based understanding of this most essential topic. Okay? So inshallah ta'ala, sit back, don't relax, but get your pen and your paper. Listen with an attentive ear, inshallah ta'ala, as we explore this important subject. All right, so let's begin. Our belief, aqidatuna, our belief is that we believe firstly and foremost in Allah, in His angels, in His books, in His messengers, in the Day of Judgment, and in qadar khayrihi wa sharrih. Okay? Our beliefs, if we wanted to look at them from a summarized manner, then foundationally, they revolve around that which was aforementioned, and that is our belief, our creed in Allah, in His angels, in His messengers, in the Day of Judgment, and in qadar, the good of it and the bad of it. Now, qadar being divine decree. Okay? So as Muslims, when we start and we look at the first, our belief in Allah is that we believe in His rububiyyah. We believe in the lordship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We believe in the lordship of Allah, which entails, but it is not limited to, the fact that Allah is the creator. Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth. Allah, He is the sustainer. He is the one who provides sustenance to all. Allah, He is the owner of the dominion of the heavens and the earth. And Allah, He is the arranger of the affairs, the disposer of the affairs of the heavens and the earth, then that is Allah. Okay? So everything inside of existence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one who arranges them. Allah is the one who arranges them. And all of this enters into the rububiyyah, His lordship. Also, what enters into His lordship is the fact that Allah, He is the one who, He is the giver of life, and He is the causer of death. Okay? So Allah, He is alone in this affair. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll come back to this very important point shortly. Also, we believe in the uluhiyyah of Allah the Most High. What that means is that is the concept that Allah is one as relates to worship. All worship belongs to Him and to Him alone, and that there is nothing or no one that shares anything as relates to that worship, and that nothing is worshipped in truth except Allah, and that everything that is worshipped outside of Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth, then it is done so in falsehood. And this is, in fact, the meaning of the kalima, of the statement, La ilaha illallah, that none is worshipped in truth except Allah. Naam, that none is worshipped in truth except Allah. And this is very important for us to know. Also, we believe in the names and the attributes of Allah. That Allah, He has beautiful names and lofty attributes. We believe in these names and we believe in these attributes in a manner that is most befitting His Majesty, Jalla wa'ala. Also with the understanding, the underlying understanding of what? That there is nothing that is comparable unto Him whatsoever. Laysa kamithlihi shay. There is nothing that is like Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's nothing that is like Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all of this is under the banner of the wahdaniyah. Naam. So we believe in what was aforementioned from Allah's lordship, from the fact that all worship belongs unto Allah, and in His names and His attributes, under the banner of His wahdaniyah, that He is alone in all of these things. He is alone in all of these things. And thus, the scholars of the religion, to make it easy and systematic to study, they have broken these things down into these three categories. And that is the tawheed of Allah's lordship. The tawheed meaning true monotheism. The tawheed of the fact that all worship belongs unto Allah. And the tawheed of His names and His attributes. So we are monotheists, true monotheists, as relates to all of these things. Meaning that what? Meaning that there is no partner for Allah in any of the aforementioned things. There's no partner for Him in His lordship. So no one else created anything. Allah is the creator of everything. Allah is the only one that brings things into existence after having been non-existent. They didn't exist at all. Okay? In any which way, shape, and form. And Allah Ta'ala, He brought them into existence. Allah Ta'ala does that by Himself. Allah Ta'ala, He is the only one who is the giver of life. And that if Allah Ta'ala does not decree something to happen, it will not happen. It will not come into existence. Naam. If Allah Ta'ala has decreed that this thing will die at this particular time, then death will come to it at that time, and there's no one that can prevent it. That Allah Ta'ala, He is the arranger of the affairs of the heavens and the earth. He has no partners as it relates to these particular things. He is alone as relates to these things. Allah Ta'ala, He is alone as relates to the fact that He is the only one that is worshipped. He's alone in worship. He is the only one that is worshipped in truth. There is nothing else whatsoever that is worshipped in truth except Allah. I don't care if it's an angel. I don't care if it's a prophet or a messenger. I don't care if it's a righteous person. I don't care if it's a rock, celestial body, whatever the case may be, ancestors, to the end of it. None of those things are worshipped in truth. If they are worshipped, then they are done so in falsehood. Now, if they are worshipped in falsehood. Allah is the only one who is worshipped in truth. La ilaha illallah. None is worshipped in truth except Allah. Okay? And as relates to His names and His attributes, Allah Ta'ala, He is alone in His names and His attributes. None share with Him as relates to these names and attributes. So Allah Ta'ala, He is the one who sees all. Nothing else sees all except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala, He is the all-knowing. Nothing else knows everything. No one else knows everything. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the knower of all things. Naam. Allah Ta'ala, He is the all-hearer. Nothing hears everything except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who hears everything. Naam. He is the all-hearer of all things. And utilize that as a frame of reference. Allah Ta'ala, He sees everything. Nothing else can see everything. No one else can see everything except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the only one that can see everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this concept is important that we understand it as relates to this. It's important that we understand all of these things under this banner and as relates to this concept of true monotheism. Okay? Allah Ta'ala, He says in His noble book in Surah Maryam, and it is verse 65. Allah Ta'ala, He says, رَبُّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ, that Allah is the Lord. He is the Lord of all that exists. He is the Lord of the heavens and the Lord of the earth. Okay? وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا, and that which is between both of them. Allah Ta'ala, He says, فَعْبُدْهُ وَاصْطَبِرْ. He says, فَعْبُدْهُ وَاصْطَبِرْ لِعِبَادَتِهِ. Allah Ta'ala, He says, so worship Him and be consistent and patient in that worship. Worship Him and be consistent and patient in that worship. Allah Ta'ala, He ends off the verse by saying, هَلْ تَعْلَمُ لَهُ سَمِيًّا. Do you know of anything that is similar unto Him? Do you know of anything that is like Him, like Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, ma'am, in His names and His attributes and the like? Do you know of anything that is like Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala? And of course the answer what? Is no. The answer is no. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. There is nothing that is like Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and He is the all-hearer, the all-seer. There is nothing that is like Allah, and He is the all-hearer, the all-seer. Ma'am. So this concept of true monotheism, this concept of all those things that enter under true monotheism, ma'am, that Allah is the Lord of everything, and He is alone in that. Allah is the only one who deserves worship, and He is alone as it relates to worship. And that Allah has beautiful names and lofty attributes, and He is alone as it relates to those beautiful names and lofty attributes. This is extremely important, and this is the foundation and where we start. And bi'ithnillahi ta'ala, in coming sessions, we will continue to go into the belief of the Muslims, and we will continue to go into what the Muslim believes. فَإِلَّا اللِّقَاء استودعكم الله. So until next time we meet, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.